You're tuned in to the Brand Ambassador Select Podcast.
I'm your host, Lenore, and welcome back to another episode. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before we start so you always are keeping up to date on the latest Brand Ambassador Select podcast. So I don't know about you, but after these past several weeks, I can't be the only person who's experiencing some adjustments in life to a new lifestyle. Like, the aches, the pains, sitting on my bed with the laptop, sleeping on the couch, watching numerous shows online. I've been seeing a lot of people online too, as well as myself, doing a lot of housework, a lot of yard work. And after a while, we do put a lot of wear and tear on our bodies. You get a little neck pain, a little back pain, all other stuff. It's totally true. It definitely happened to me. I never corrected the positions I was in. I had a lot of bad behaviors. And I noticed that down the line that all of that had to do with my alignment. And if I would have just, gotten everything kind of fixed and figured out all of that and created good posture, the extra slouchings, the yard work, the painting around the house really wouldn't have hurt that much. So if you're thinking, wow, sounds like me, you've come to the right place. Or if you're like, maybe I can benefit from being taught proper form at the gym too, because I learned that I was squatting wrong, I was lifting wrong. Who knew that all this proper form resulted in aches and pains that progressed, over a period of time? Or even if you were just experiencing chronic pain or discomfort, and it's really stopping you from achieving the body that you've always wanted, keep listening. So with 23 years of personal training experience and cutting-edge diagnostic and therapeutic systems at his disposal, Brant Amundson is the perfect person to truly understand what exercises are needed to improve your body. So at Muscle Mechanics, Brant uses cutting-edge fitness and healing modulates to help your body really work right so you can move better and feel better faster. The first sentence on Muscle Mechanics' website reads this, and I absolutely love it. Your body is only as strong as its weakest link. Let me tell you, friends, Brant is definitely a believer, and together you can overcome your physical limitations. So Brant, welcome to today's show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Now, how do you help people and all of your clients and patients that do come in overcome their pain and their specific injuries?
That's a great question, Lenore. I love to start with aligning the posture first. Did you know that was even possible? People talk about, do you know what you just did was, all you did was change your position.
So that's,
you didn't do.
So that's not
that
correct.
Has nothing to do with posture. Nothing. Man. Because that's what everybody does that. Whenever I say, mention posture, people do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But that has nothing to do with posture. So I think first we should identify what is posture.
Yeah,
right?
Go ahead, please.
Let's do that. So your posture is a global event in your body, right? Mm-hmm. Where's your head in relation to your shoulders? Where are your shoulders in relationship to your pelvis? How do your feet hit the ground? Where are your legs? Is one leg turned out and one leg turned in? Like, that's posture. Where are all your parts in relationship to one another and in relationship to the rest of the world, right?
Okay.
So that's posture. And guess what?
What?
It's controlled by sensory input.
Huh?
What does that mean, bro?
I don't know.
I'm lost already.
It's only been a couple minutes. Like, how did you do this to me?
All right, so we know what posture is, right?
Yes.
It's a global event in your body. Global, the whole thing, right? It's not just your spine sitting up straight. It's where all your parts are. So it's a global event orchestrated by your brain to keep you upright and efficiently moving through space. Mm-hmm. Okay? And I think the next sentence that best describes posture or how it's created is sensory input equals motor output.
Can you repeat that?
Yes. Sensory input to the brain, right? Everybody's sending information to your brain, in your body, your stomach, your lungs, your heart, everybody, right? Everybody's trying to get to the man. Hey, here's the information. This is what's going on with me. I need help here, or whatever. Okay, so all these sensors in your body are sending information to your brain. Your postural system has key sensors dedicated to it, all right?
Okay.
So those sensory inputs to your brain that are specifically related to your postural system are the ones that we are going to optimize to improve your alignment.
And you use muscle activation techniques to do this, right?
That is an adjunct, and it is very helpful. Let's move that to the side for now.
Okay.
Okay.
You're the teacher today. I'm just here, sitting back, listening. Go. Okay.
So sensory input equals motor output. So let's have a quiz, or let's guess.
Okay.
What do you think? What parts of the body send sensory information to your brain that your brain says, "Oh yeah, I'm going to use this to organize your posture"? What pieces, parts in your body? I'll
take nerves for 500.
Well, the nerves get the information there, but from what part of the body are the nerves coming from? So give me a body part: elbow, arm, back, butt, whatever.
Neck? I don't know.
What?
Your neck?
Close. Really close.
Your spine?
They're all sending information, but they're not the most important. I want the two most important.
Could I phone a friend, aka you?
Yes. You want me to tell you?
Yes, please, Brant.
Yes. Skin on the bottom of the feet.
Okay.
Well, think about it. What's the last part of you before you're not you anymore? And what is the only contact point to the ground when you're standing?
My feet. And my
skin on the bottom of it. Yeah. So that kind of becomes really important information for your brain, because that's really the only contact point to the ground. That's it. Mm-hmm. Right? We're bipedal creatures, right? So the skin is sending information to your brain. Because if somebody touched your elbow right now really lightly on your skin, you would feel it. It's very sensitive, right? It goes boom right to your head and back, right? That's how that went. It went to your brain and back.
Okay.
Quickly, boom. Okay. So the skin on the bottom of your feet tells your brain where you are on the earth. Okay. We have a way to optimize that information, and magic things happen as a result. Okay. So that's one piece of information. The other piece of information that your brain uses to organize the structure, sensory input equals motor output. All right. The second half of that are the muscles of the eyes. Wow, right?
Did you see mine go everywhere?
Yes. But most importantly, see if you can do this. The most important thing as far as posture is concerned, can you converge? Can you cross your eyes? So put your finger right there and look at your finger.
I did it.
So hold your finger really close, like the tip of your finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that right eye doesn't want to do it.
Wait, this one? Is it this one?
Yeah.
I think this is my lazy eye.
It is, yeah.
Oh, shoot, look at me smile. It goes down.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, that right eye is like, nah, I can't do it. It's going, hey, you guys converge. I'll see you later. So we need optimal information from the skin of our feet, and we need optimal information from our eye muscles, specifically the muscles that help our eyes converge, okay? When you do that, or when we do that, everything in between lines up better. And when things line up better, that means your muscles are functioning better, your proprioception is better, i.e. your ability to tell where your body is in space, your balance is better, a whole bunch of things are better. Your ability to read is better, because what is reading? It's convergence. You're looking at a word, a little teeny word on a page, and your eyes have to focus on that word. It's kind of an athletic event for your eyes to read, right? So all these things, your brain functions better when those two pieces of information are optimized. Okay, so I love to start with that. Not everybody's on board right away with this process. Which is called posturology.
Yeah, we needed that quick summary, because everything I thought, went straight out the window.
Yeah, and I'm sure there'll be people listening. That's crazy. But I'll tell you what. Here's what you're crazy. That's malarkey. So Here's what I guarantee for everyone who comes in. They will be much more aligned, i.e. their pelvis will be level. We will cut down, if not eliminate, rotations in the pelvis. Their shoulder girdle will be more level. Their muscles, their muscular system will be function better. They will be stronger based on the muscle tests that we do before and after. Their convergence will be improved, all right? Their proprioception will be improved, their ability to know where they are in space, and we have tests for that also. And everything I'm saying, I don't go, oh, take my word for it, that's how it is. I show everybody that they've improved in all of those areas. I guarantee that for everybody who comes in. Now, usually when people come in, what's the one thing they want to have happen?
No pain?
Ding, ding, ding. I do not guarantee that.
Oh, well, okay.
Not right away, but it stands to reason that if your muscular system is functioning better, your bones are more aligned, you have better proprioception, all those things, right? We've just upgraded your system massively. If all those things are in place, chances are the pain starts to go away. And then that's when I'd like people to come back in, and then I do hands-on techniques, i.e. muscle activation techniques and things like that. Because if you've been beating the crap out of your knee, your ankle, your hip, your lower back for 6 months, 6 years, 30 years, just because we align some stuff and you're more aligned, all that damage doesn't just magically disappear. Now you're functioning better and you're feeling better, but there's more work to be done. And it's a way to speed that process up.
Now, if you're somebody like me who sits on the laptop on their bed, is like all over the place, you know what I mean? Like not actually positioning myself in the proper way. Is that something that you could help me fix? Because I've gotten a lot of headaches with the things in the back of my neck, and my arm went numb for some reason too, and it affected my wrist and everything. Went down.
Yes, if your body is aligned, right? If everything I just said is functioning better, then your body will be able to handle the stress you described to me, right?
Oh, okay.
It will be able to withstand. Right, like right now I'm slumping. It doesn't matter because I know I'm aligned, and if I want to sit up straight, no problem. I can do that. I can sit here like this for 30 minutes if I want. If I want to slump, I can sit. My body can withstand the stress of whatever I'm giving it because I've upgraded my overall system dramatically over the years doing these things, right?
Wait, I didn't even ask. How did you even get started with using the alternative treatment methods and, being where you are today? I know you do fitness, you've been bodybuilding, you've been doing a lot of stuff over the years. Right.
So I played college football for 4 years and beat myself to a pulp doing that. Yay.
Sounds about right.
Lifting heavy weights. I was an athlete, so I lifted heavy weights, bodybuilding, football. I really beat myself up, okay? Which was fine until I got to be about 40. And then my body said, dude, what are you doing? And it just literally started falling apart. I would ride my bike and my hip was hurting and I couldn't raise my arm over my head. I had, at one point in football, I separated my shoulder and then I had a rotator cuff surgery. I destroyed my knee in high school. I had basically a reconstruction on the knee. Then I, again, played 4 more years of college football. The point is, I beat myself up for a long time, and my body finally said, I'm out. And at that point, I was really scared because I had no idea how to put myself back together. And then the first thing I discovered was muscle activation techniques. I got a treatment. And before I went in for the treatment, that's about as high as I could raise my arm.
Wow.
That was it. And it was not working and it hurt. When I was done with that session, I was literally swinging my arm around like a woman's softball pitcher and I had no pain. I was like, wow, all right, I'm in. And as a personal trainer at the time, I realized when I told Mrs. Jones, hey, Mrs. Jones, turn to the right. And she went like this. And I'd be like, well, turn to the right. And I did. And
Like, this is as far as I can go. Like, I can't move it further. Help.
Exactly. And I was like, hey, maybe this muscle activation technique stuff could help Mrs. Jones turn to the right. So, and it would, and it did. And so muscle activation techniques helped me dramatically, and it's helped a lot of my clients dramatically, which is great. But there was still something missing, and it was that global piece. And specifically for me, my convergence was whack. Like, as soon as I did that, my eye
went the other way.
It would go the other way. It'd be like, see you later, guys. I'm out.
It's like one of those memes you find on the internet of like the one eye there and the one eye there. It's like, what are they doing?
I was like Marty Feldman, seriously. But what happens is then that's a cascade of disinformation going down the body. So what you find quite often for people is one side of their body gets really beat up more than the other. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you found that, but my left side was,
See, that's my right. And I noticed that when I was having like all my issues, when they took like the x-ray of me, like my right hip was a little bit higher than my left. And then like the shoulders were down. So all of the not being aligned kind of just put me into whack. And they had to like whack me back into shape type of situation.
So what I found is, as much as I love muscle activation techniques, and I do, and I use it all the time, mm-hmm. and I'm not trying to down any other protocol, but any hands-on protocol is going to degrade as soon as you step off that table and walk out the door. I don't care if it's muscle activation techniques, chiropractic. I've studied a zillion things, PDTR and NKT, physical therapy. I don't care. Whatever it is, as soon as you walk out that door, as soon as you step off the table, that treatment is degrading. And I'm sure anybody who's had any of those things done, you feel great. And then a couple days later, a couple aches and pains start to come back. And a week later, you're like, oh man, that back thing's back again. And then you got to go back.
So How do we fix it then? Like, are there things that we can do?
So
the light bulb.
The postural process, mm-hmm. you get to take it with you.
Okay.
How is that possible, Brant?
I don't know. Tell me more.
Tell me more. Oh, my back. I love those commercials.
You're anyway.
Right. So with the postural process, what we use is an insole like this, mm-hmm. right? So this, you see this little square, this circle here?
Yeah, it's the roof of your foot type of thing. The arch?
Yeah, the arch of your foot. It's the center reflex zone of the foot, okay? So this little circle vibrates at a frequency of 90 hertz. And it stimulates the skin in the foot. And that information goes to your brain, and your brain goes, dude, why didn't you tell me you were supposed to be over here? And it literally reorganizes your posture instantly.
Wow, okay.
And you know what? You know how often it happens?
Very often?
100% of the time. I have never, ever not seen it do what I'm telling you it does. Not 8 out of 10, not 9 out of 10, not 9.5, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, 1,000 out of 1,000. It does it every time. Do you want me to tell you how they got there?
If you want to share that info with me, you can lay it down.
Real quick. These guys in France were trying to figure out how the brain organized the posture. And they said, let's do some experiments. So they started stimulating the foot in various areas. Uh-huh. So they would stimulate or vibrate the skin of the foot and the forefoot, and people would fall backward. Then they stimulated the heel, and people would go forward. Mm-hmm. Then they would stimulate the outside of the right foot, the inside of the left foot, and people would go this way. And then they said, hey, what happens if we stimulate the center reflex zone of the foot? And ding, 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 the body would stack up, right?
Yeah.
And then they experimented with the frequencies. Let's do 70, 80, 90. Ooh, that 90 is good. Let's check 100, 110, 100, 90. Why? They don't know. I don't know.
It just does?
It just does. And I don't care why the body likes 90 hertz in the center reflex zone of the foot. I'm using it.
But it does work.
It does work. I don't know why. They don't know why. And then they did the same experiments with the eyes, right? Mm-hmm. So what they would do is they would stimulate different parts of the eye muscles, And what they would create is head turns. And if they locked the head down, then the body would turn, right?
Yeah.
So they knew they had the two main sensory inputs to the brain that dictate posture. And then the question then became, how do we optimize those two things to align the posture?
Yeah.
So they came up with this 90 hertz insole. And then basically what we would do with the eyes is we would do eye exercises to improve convergence.
Mm-hmm.
Did you almost get sick, nauseous?
I just closed my eyes.
Yeah.
I just closed. It's like, okay, you do your thing. I'm just going to sit here.
Right.
Now, what would you say to somebody who has lost hope in resolving either their chronic pain, injury issues, or just like me, every day, just wear and tear?
I would say there is hope. Don't give up hope. There are not a lot of people like me out there. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'd say come see me because I can help you. I've helped people with brain hemorrhages, scoliosis, you name it.
Do you help people with the cell phone hand and the cell phone neck?
Oh, yeah. I mean, all of it. Those people come to me all the time. Now, there are a lot of people out there who are helping all of those people who have given up hope, but there's not a lot of us. And I personally, I'm one of the few in New York City that's doing posturology. There are probably, 3 to 5, maybe a few more others. So there's not a lot of us, but, and people find what they like, right? Some people like muscle activation techniques. Some people like active release therapy, ART. Some people like NKT. And so whatever. If you find your person and you like that and they make you feel better and you're doing better, great. I personally, what I've landed on has worked the best for me, and it works really well for my clients. So all I'm saying is there is hope, and you can seek it out. Certainly feel free to give me a call, and I would love to help you.
Awesome. So for more info on Brant, you can visit his website at musclemechanic.com. That's MUSCLE Mechanic, MECHANIC.com. Or you can even book an appointment. Here's his number, 917-267-0617. Once again, that's 917-267-0617. Brant, thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure to like him on Facebook at Muscle Mechanic. And you made me feel so much better.
I want to talk more.
Listen, if I had you here, we'd be talking for like 4 hours. You think anyone wants to listen to us for 4 hours?
Yeah, I think they could. I think they want to. And I think you should talk to all your listeners and ask if they want me to come back. That's just me.
You know what we should do is maybe next time you could teach me certain things to do and actually help us at home.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
What?
No, wait.
I'm not going anywhere.
Next time when we can meet in person, we should do a session.
Okay.
Together.
Sounds good to me.
That would be great.
I'll just, either drive through a tunnel or go over a bridge. I'll figure it out. Either one.
Either way, or I'll come to you.
Sounds like a plan to me. Brant, again, thank you so much for joining us today. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button to always stay up to date on the latest Brand Ambassador Selects podcast. And you can always follow us on our socials too at Brand Ambassador Select. I'm your host, Lenore, and see you next time.